Here, I was going to ask. So I asked this in our Discord chat because I do like this question, and I think we're gonna maybe I can eat us some time with this. But do you have like a favorite holiday like gift or anything that you received that you just kind of remember that is specifically memorable to you?
I do, and I can go talk about it while we give maybe Matt more time to think about it.
I already know.
Oh, okay. Hey, go first, please. You're a guest.
Okay, this is gonna sound so cheesy, but when I was younger, and my dad makes fun of me that I still remember this. I think I was like in first grade. My dad got me a Star Wars like play set. It was like Luke, Leia, not R2D2. It was like a different droid, and C3PO in the Hoth gear. And I was like, Dad, what is this? And he's like, oh, this is Star Wars. We're gonna watch it next week. And that was like my intro to Star Wars. So
Oh, very cool.
yeah.
Nice.
I don't have the toys anymore, unfortunately.
Hey, you can always get them back now with the internet.
I don't remember what the exact set was. I think there was what are they called? The Tauntaun? I think there was a Tauntaun in it too. I don't know. If I looked hard enough, I could probably find
Yeah, I
it.
bet you could. Let me know
Yeah.
in a couple of
Give
weeks.
us
Yeah, when you come back talk about Scott Pilgrim, we're gonna be like, oh, by the way, guys, I got my toys back. I think mine is when the first Christmas we moved here. So I moved from Mexico, so we had to kind of leave all our toys behind because you couldn't really bring a lot of stuff. So we didn't really have much. And that Christmas. My parents they got me they got me and my brother a Nintendo 64 bundle from Sam's. Like, you know how Sam's would do like you get the console and then they like shrink wrap with a bunch of plastic like
Oh yeah.
roller and stuff. Like, it was just that, and it came with Donkey Kong 64, and then you had to do the little expansion Rumble Pack with everything. So, and I think it came with another. I think it came with one or two more games, but like we immediately cracked that thing open after minutes of like trying to get through that hard plastic that I think it's military grade plastic that they use over at Sam's. Yeah, we tore that thing open and we played. I still have that 64 somewhere. Um, so yeah, I really like that was my favorite thing. I mean, I'm sure I received other things that I really like, but that 64, like I just remember because I really didn't know. Like, we had just moved here, so I didn't know if we were gonna get presents and stuff like that. So that was really cool. Jeff, what about yours? It seems like you had something in mind since you kind of came up with the question.
Yeah. Well, I had so my I didn't read a lot as a kid, so when I started taking an interest in comics, my parents were like, "All in, go all in," because anything to get them to read. Uh, and so they got me this uh, bundle from the Sears catalog that was a Marvel Comics bundle, and it came with like 25 just random Marvel comics, and then a short box that you could build, but it was kind of a different construction than the short boxes you see today. It came with like a small Overstreet price guide and like a poster of Captain America and stuff. And that's kind of where, like, from that point on, I would.
Sorry,
I had like a little Overstreet.
That makes me laugh because I like the fact that they give like at that point I'm sure they still expected comics to be for kids. So the fact that they include a book that it's really more about like the prices and the industry, that it's not really about reading. So for those that don't know, the Overstreet Price Guide, that's how you used to find out the value of comics before the internet. Like, it would be listed on there, right? And they update it, and they still do it. They come up with a new version every year, and it kind of tracks all of the majority of comics. They even do like corrections. I think like sometimes they'll do an additional add-on book. So that's really funny that was part of the bundle. But sorry, go back.
Oh yeah, no, and it wasn't like the full. So like the a real Overstreet Price Guide almost looks like a Guinness Book of World Records. It's like a super thick book because it's got all the comics of all time. This was just like a little magazine that had like some basic kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, got
it. Anyway, but that was the year. From that point forward, I was just like all in on comics. They also got me like a little Captain America mug that I still have floating around somewhere, and some figures and stuff. But
Well,
that's where I was like, oh, my future is set in stone now.
thanks to your parents. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in this show right now. So
Exactly.
we appreciate
Yeah.
that. Our audience appreciates that. Very cool. Well, if you're watching this, let us know what is your favorite Christmas gift or holiday gift or maybe even birthday gift that you've ever gotten. I sometimes will stop on TikTok when I see those like throwback home videos of like kids opening presents, just
Mhm.
because there's something about a kid being surprised by opening a present that still feels like, oh, that's nice. There's I know the world's burning, but it's not all bad, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so cool.